Frans MALHERBE is out for South Africa. Arguably the best tight head prop in the world, double World Cup winner, anchor of the South African scrum. He is out, so who's in? That's right, a utility back, obviously. Jordan Hendrickse gets his call up to the South Africa squad for these November tests. I mean, the other day we had a fullback / utility back going out and a number 8 coming in. Now we have got a tight head prop going out and a back coming in. I mean, personally, I can't wait to see Jordan Hendrickse packing down at tight head prop. It really does show that Rassie is going for this new Tony Brown, faster style of play. It might actually give England a chance at scrum time when they come to Twickenham. Although, even with Jordan Hendrickse at tight head prop, I'm not so sure they wouldn't still marmalise most scrums in world rugby. We'll see. Is Rassie Erasmus just having a bit of a giggle at this point? Is he just having a laugh? Let me know what you think. Lots to talk about on this video. I'm Tim, this is Egg Chasers, and despite the fact I am away for a few days catching up with my folks in Greece, I'm in the Peloponnese here. It's absolutely stunning, just spellbindingly beautiful. I found a little spot where you can climb down into the sea, which I will be doing in a little bit. I mean, I could dive off of that platform, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. But yeah, despite that, I am always here on the channel, bringing you the rugby content. And if you appreciate that fact, hit subscribe on the channel, give the video a thumbs up, and more importantly, tell me what you think about this selection. Jordan Hendrickse, he deserves his call up, doesn't he? But yeah, back to that question. Is Rassie Erasmus just having a bit of a giggle at this point? Right, there's various options, okay? Either Rassie Erasmus has so many class players, has such a stacked squad, that he can just entertain himself. Oh, a tight head prop's out. I don't know, let's bring a utility back into the squad. Maybe he's got a tombola with just all South African players' names in, and when someone goes out injured, he just picks one out at random. There's got to be some method in what seems like madness at times, isn't there? Because this is not far from the first time. As I say, it happened the other day with Cameron Hanekom in for Damian Willemse. But at the Rugby World Cup, you know, you have Malcolm Marks, key hooker going down. You've only got Bongi and Banambi as an experienced international class hooker in the squad, and he brings in Andre Pollard. So this is far from the first time. I'm sure it won't be the last. He's picked a squad with 4 scrum halves and 1 fly half in it, and won a World Cup. Is Rassie playing some kind of 4D chess? No, I don't think any of those are the case. If we come back a step, Jordan Hendrickse deserves that call up. And yes, he feels like it should have been him, in some respects, getting into the squad the other day, because he is a like-for-like replacement for Damian Willemse. And I take a couple of things from this selection of Jordan Hendrickse. First thing I take is that South Africa are only playing 3 games. So I'm not sure if some of these guys that have been called up into what is quite a big squad are actually going to get any rugby in green and gold at all. They may just be getting experience within the squad, a chance for Rassie to put them under the microscope, make sure they understand how things work. Maybe, for example, Cameron Hanekom is just there, and this is for him a bit more of an alignment camp, if you like, and maybe that's the case for Jordan Hendrickse. So that's the first thought. The second thought is, as a result of that, selection doesn't have to be a like-for-like position. I think Rassie more likely has like a hit list of players that are the next cabs off the rank, but not if that player goes down, I'm picking that player. Just this is the next best rugby player that I want in my squad, and this is the next best. And I think maybe we got Cameron Hanekom, tick, and now the next one on the list is Jordan Hendrickse, tick. Rassie, because he's got 3 games, he's got a big squad, and he's got a very experienced squad at that. He can just pick the next best player or the next most deserving member of his squad. And I think that's probably the most likely option. The other talking point that comes out of this selection, though, is tight head prop. Because when you saw Wilco Louw getting picked up the other day, yeah, obviously I forgot to mention him. When you get Wilco Louw getting called up, then that made me think that Thomas du Toit was being regarded as a loose head prop now. But now Frans MALHERBE has gone out and he's brought in a utility back. Does that mean Thomas du Toit is back to being primarily a tight head prop? I think with Vincent Koch, Wilco Louw, Gerhard Steenekamp and Oxenche, 2 out-and-out loose head and tight heads, and Thomas du Toit able to do both, which makes him so valuable, by the way, doesn't it? But is he third choice in both positions? Is he second choice in both positions? Is he now first choice at tight head prop? Maybe a controversial statement. I would start him in the number 3 jersey for the Springboks. What would you do? Vincent Koch, yes, he's earned his stripes and he's shown how good he is, but doesn't he seem to be especially good off the bench backing up Frans Malherbe? He seems uniquely good in that bomb squad role. Or maybe I'm putting 2 and 2 together and making 5. But I wonder, and maybe when you think about the age profile of Vincent Koch, maybe getting the younger guys starting jobs and playing them for more minutes, maybe that's a better way to use him. For what it's worth, you know, I'm English. I see a lot of Premiership rugby. Thomas du Toit is the best prop in English rugby. And he's absolutely class. And I just think he needs a bit of an opportunity. He had one. Who did they play in the Rugby Championship? Was it Australia? Maybe. Anyway, he wasn't quite as good as I was expecting him to have been. I'm sure he would be if he keeps getting persevered with an option. That said, Vincent Koch does such a good job there and he's got 2 World Cups to his name. You wouldn't begrudge him being in the number 3 jersey. And if you just want a like-for-like replacement in the 15 for Frans Malherbe, then Wilco Louw is that guy. He's the biggest unit out of all of them. So maybe if you just want someone that is just pure mass, then Wilco Louw might be your boy to replace Frans Malherbe in the starting lineup. It's going to be really interesting to watch, isn't it? For what it's worth, I think Jordan Hendrickse, to summarise, Jordan Hendrickse is just the next best rugby player, regardless of position, and deserves his spot in the squad. And secondly, Thomas du Toit, he's the man for the number 3 jersey for me. But I may be biased because I watch a lot of English rugby. I'm fully aware of that. And if I am being biased, you will tell me, I'm sure. Let me know in the comments what you think. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate your support of the channel. It's grown really fast and I'm still ambitious for growth again, so really help me out. It's just me after all. Give the video a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.